hello children, how are you? How are you? I thank you for tuning in today. How are you? How are you? Hello children, and welcome to a very special episode with the Glam Girl Reads on the Glam Girl Reads Experience YouTube channel. If you are new here, hello and welcome to our family. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back, friend, and hello and happy Christmas Eve. Today is Christmas Eve, and I have a very special read aloud for you. Before we go to our read aloud, I want to talk about the word tradition. Can you say the word tradition? Tradition is a long-established custom or belief that's passed down from generation to generation. The month of December is such a busy month. We have Hanukkah, we have Kwanzaa, we have Christmas. There's just so much fun-filled activities that families celebrate. And there's some occasions where one or two families may celebrate the same holiday, but they have different traditions. In my family, one of our traditions is the elf on the shelf. Have you ever heard of the elf on the shelf? Well, you'll have to do some research on your own if you have not. That is one of our traditions. And we also have a tradition of a Christmas tree. Some people who celebrate Christmas don't always have a Christmas tree. And we have stockings, and that's one of our traditions. And we like to have a nice big feast. So sometimes some of the traditions may be very common, but other times they may be very different. But what we have is a level of respect for the way that everybody celebrates the different holidays, because they're always filled with such love and joy. So today I'm going to read the story called The Night Before Christmas. And today is the night before Christmas. And the author is Clement C. Moore. Are you ready to jump into the book? Let's go. Let's jingle bell into our book. 1, 2, 3. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon will be there. The children were nested all snuggle in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her handkerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter nap, when out on the lawn there rose such a chatter. I sprung from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up on the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. The bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkle, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were rosy, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eyes and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sled, to his team, gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." The end. And when the story's over and when we reach the end, we live happily ever after in the land of make pretend. Bum bum bubbly bop. La 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 la. And when the story's over and when we reach the end, if you think you like this story and you wanna read it again, just hit like, subscribe, and right before your eyes, you can watch it over again and again. Well, guys, it was fabulous having this reading with you right before the night before Christmas, and I hope that you are very excited, but also able to get some sleep, because if you want old Saint Nick to pay you a visit, you need to be asleep. Until next time,
ho, ho, ho!
So long!
Merry Christmas to everybody! Merry Christmas to everybody! Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to everybody!